Hey guys, Jared James here, and I'm actually in the middle right now of writing an article for Realtor magazine, and I always, every month I come up with a new idea of what I want to write about, and this month I'm actually writing about something. It started out with the 10 things that realtors need to stop saying to themselves. It's now up to the 30 things that realtors need to stop saying to themselves. But I wanted to talk to you guys about something. Number one, what a couple of these things are, but also, just because something's true doesn't make it right. You know, I just finished actually a couple weeks ago my second book called Get Out of Your Way, and it's the idea that in too many cases we are our own worst enemy instead of our own greatest asset, which is what we really should be. I said to an audience last week, I said, look, there's over 7 billion people on this earth, and only one of them has the ability to keep you from getting what you want this year. But a lot of that comes from the narratives we tell ourselves, the stories we tell ourselves, the things that we believe on a regular basis, and that's why I said sometimes things are true, but it doesn't mean that they're right. You know, you have to ask yourself some of the things that you say to yourself on a regular basis. Yes, they may be true, but is that what I should be saying to myself? Does that make it right? That's really the litmus test that you want to be looking for when you look at the different things that you say to yourself, because, listen, nobody talks to you more than you. Nobody spends more time with you than you. We're worried about other people saying bad things to us, and some of us are still messed up by things that our father said to us when we were 5 years old, and yet the truth is nobody talks to you more than you. Just because something's true doesn't mean that it's the empowering thing that you want to start thinking about on a regular basis, because does it empower you or does it pull you down, okay? So what are some of those things? I'd love to hear from you guys. What are some of the things that you know you say all the time, or you know realtors say all the time, or, you know, I was talking to an agent the other day and he told me, I can't compete with so-and-so or this particular seasoned agent because I'm not as experienced as them. Now, was it true that he wasn't as experienced? Yes. But was it also true that he can compete? Yes, he can. It's all about how he presents himself and what he believes about himself. And if he's going into that listing appointment knowing that, hey, this person's more seasoned, you're probably better off going with them, guess what that person's going to get? Guess what that seller, guess what they're going to feel coming off of him? I need to be going with that other person. What are some other things we say? When I slow down, I'm going to. Insert whatever it is for you that you're going to do at that point. How often have we said that to ourselves? When I slow down, I'll do this. I know that this thing is good for me. I know I should have an assistant. I know I should have a virtual assistant. I know that I should be doing this particular marketing on a daily basis. I know I should be committed to my hour of power to grow business. I know that I should hire some kind of a coach. I know that I should, when I slow down, I'll do this. Guys, we make time for the things that we want to do. I joked earlier on our coaching call, I joked with them and I said, look, if I got a call that my son was in the hospital and something happened, I wouldn't get there when I slowed down. I would get there because that would be important. And so things that you know you should do, it's time that we make them important. It's not a matter of when we slow down. What are other things we say? That agent stole my client. Because maybe I'm wrong, but I have yet to see, you know, an agent climb into some buyer or seller's house in the middle of the night, tie them up and steal them. Clients make decisions to go places. And so the problem with these things we say to ourselves is that when we say them, in a way, we disempower or we handcuff ourselves to actually look at the realities of the truths. And the truth is, they chose to go somewhere else. So as long as we're blaming that person for stealing our client, we are wasting all our energy where it could be put on looking in why did they make the choice to leave me. And as long as you're not looking at the situation and saying, why did they make the decision to leave me, then you're never fixing that problem, because you're always blaming on someone else, okay? So nobody stole your client. Nobody, you know, what's another one people say? I'm just too old to understand technology. I mean, I could go all day on this one. I mean, think about it. Nobody's too old, nobody's too young, nobody's too anything. What we are sometimes is too lazy. You know, we don't want to learn something, and so we use these kinds of narratives. I'm curious from you guys, because what are things that you know you've said to yourself, or you know that you've heard people say that you are just tired of hearing real estate people say, because you know it's not empowering you, you know that it's hindering you, and yet we still do it. I'd love to hear from you guys. Guys, feel free to either post on my Facebook wall, tweet me, comment in YouTube. If you're subscribed on YouTube, I think it's youtube.com/Jared1119, because back when I created my YouTube account, my birthday is November 19th. I never thought that I'd be using it for this. Otherwise, I'd have a different name, okay? So feel free to comment there. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I'll let you all know when the article comes out for Realtor Magazine. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.